Now that Negan's destroyed Alexandria, it's time for our fearless heroes to make the dangerous trek back to the hilltop and regroup. From Daryl's adventure to Father Gabriel's blindness to Negan's new mode for warfare, you're probably wondering how close this episode got to the good old comics. Well, wonder no more, because we're about to make your own trek into the spoiler zone. Let's check out how The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 11 translates from panel to screen. The latest swampy episode of The Walking Dead, titled Dead or Alive, was directed by Michael E. Satrazemis and written by Eddie Guzelian. First off, let's dive into Father Gabriel and Carson's escape from the sanctuary. In the show, Dr. Carson and a nearly blind Father Gabriel get lost trying to find their way to the hilltop. They discover a shack with a radio, medicine, keys, and a map that seem to solve all their problems.
It's car keys and a map.
Hooray! Until some swampy-ass walkers show up on their doorstep. Even though Father Gabriel can't see, it's Carson who misses the traps in the yard sign and gets caught in a bear trap. The walkers surround him, but Father Gabe somehow summons the Lord, closes his eyes, and actually saves Carson. They hop in their new whip, and what do you know, the Saviors show up, kill Carson, and recapture Father Gabriel. Wah, wah. In the comics, Father Gabriel barely contributes to all-out war and is never blind or captured by the Saviors. Dr. Carson, however, is more similar to his show counterpart. In issues 123 and 124 of the comics, Carson breaks Eugene, not Gabe, out of his cell in the sanctuary after Negan and his saviors leave to attack the hilltop. They recruit a few more traitors, and together they head for Alexandria. They arrive at night, and when they turn on their headlights, they realize they're surrounded by walkers and a savior named Donnie waiting for them. He opens fire, but Eugene causes a distraction and kills Donnie from behind. The group then heads to the hilltop. In both cases, Carson breaks someone out of the sanctuary with the intention of escaping the hilltop. However, the result is different, as the plan works in the comics, but not in the show.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Hi, just keep them moving.
Up next is the group's emotional return to the hilltop. In the show, Daryl leads Rosita, Tara, and the others through a dangerous swamp to the hilltop, while Dwight gets chased by Tara and sneaks off to rejoin the Saviors.
This is an ambush.
In the comics, Daryl and Tara don't exist. Dwight isn't with them, and we don't see the trip to the hilltop in general. Although the group of Alexandrians return to the hilltop in both mediums, the arrival in the show is far more emotional because they have to deliver the horrible news of Carl's death. In the comics, Enid doesn't have to deal with this news because she doesn't exist and Carl's still alive. See, he's right there.
Well, maybe we should let him drive for a little while.
This next one's short, but still worth mentioning. As we said earlier, comic Eugene escaped the sanctuary before Negan forced him to manufacture ammunition for him. However, in the show, Eugene is given his own outpost to make bullets and seems more than happy to do it.
And my brow will soon be in need of weapon.
Finally, the biggest comic-to-show comparison of them all, Negan's walker-coated weapons. At the end of the episode, we saw Negan instruct his saviors to cover their weapons with walker guts, so that when they attack Rick's people at the hilltop, they'll become infected and turn, no matter the damage.
Sucks.
He even demonstrated by smushing Lucille all up in this walker's face. Yeah. The same strategic warfare by Negan is used in issue 122, and aside from Negan's colorful vocabulary in the comics, his speech to them in the show is nearly identical. Aside from those comic parallels, the scenes involving Gabe, Daryl, Tara, Dwight, and Maggie with her cage of saviors were mostly unique to the show. The rest occurred more or less in volume 21 of the comics. Negan's gut weapon plan teases a major comic storyline, but will it be different from the comics? How will the Hilltop recover from the news of Carl's death? And what's next for Dwight? Give us your predictions in the comments below and let us know if we missed anything important. Also, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Skybound. We'll be breaking down the comic to show comparisons for the rest of the season, so stay tuned.